Greetings everyone, Professor Prinny here, and today I'm here to play more of the Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak. Last time we had a very serious start to day 2 here in Basel, where our main goal was to find the whereabouts of Professor Callaghan. Before all that though, we completed a request from a researcher who fell into a honey trap and lost their suitcase of very highly classified materials for some weapon schematics. And we were chasing down the lady who had entrapped him all the way out onto the road northwest of Basel. And we found out the culprit was a arms manufacturer that we never heard of until this point, called Xycres Arms, who had been very aggressive in their expansion throughout the weapons industry. Although, after we caught them and called in the CID to apprehend their... to deal with the situation, to keep things under wraps, yeah, I don't think they'll be expanding as much so quickly anytime soon. So yeah, after we did those requests, we also we've inquired with some of the other researchers, including Professor Cronkite, on where Professor Callaghan might be. Cronkite didn't really give us a clear answer at first, until we baited him with the Genesis in regards to like what's the main component to the phenomena that's been happening throughout the entirety of Calvard. So yeah, he gives us a bit more of a hint, but then has Talesian figure out the rest, basically. What else was there? So yeah, we do all that. We also finish off the School of Hard Knocks request because we found who the requester was initially. We find out that they're they might be gay. They might be. Although I'm not like the young researcher might be, but I'm not too sure about Professor Callaghan himself. Although, considering Professor Callaghan's kind of in between this researcher and Melchior later on, I wouldn't be too surprised either way. Although, honestly, I think with how really into the this research Professor Callaghan was, I think his true love was the research all along. So yeah, we find out that Professor Callaghan might be in one of the outdoor research facilities somewhere in Orge Canyon. So we head over there, we get a bit more backstory into, well, Talesian's relationship with Professor Callaghan and all that, how it used to be good and whatnot. So yeah, we eventually get to the research facility, beat a boss because they're feeling a bit enraged within that zone, and then enter the research lab, and Risette hacks into the computer there, and we find out that the thing Professor Callaghan was researching all this time was nuclear weapons, that with the level of the speed and the level of technology you'd think Zemuria has, you'd think they would have already made nukes by now, but somehow they completely sidestepped that part of the technology tree in Zemuria. And yeah, once we find out Professor Callaghan was researching nukes, his dead body surfaces from the nearby lake. And then we had to call in the bracers, well, not the bracers, the Second Lieutenant Kayla to check it out. Although it turns out, once Ren gives us a call, this was a distraction all this time, and Almata's true goal was in Basel itself. So while we were out there, Basel got attacked by a load of archaisms that we managed to break our way through. And we also got to see Ren actually fight for a bit. Unfortunately, she wasn't playable for that segment. Which is a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. It looked like they were teasing it, but no, not this time. So Ren took charge of the Newtown district, making sure everyone reaches safety there. And yeah, pretty much Ren takes command of that area, despite the fact Second Lieutenant Kayla's there and the Bracers. Although they quickly figure out, like, oh wait, no, she's more than qualified to do that because of her identity, you know? Her numerous identities. Or, well, titles under her belt. So that leaves us with the Artisanal District, where we go and save a bunch of civilians, making our way towards the Institute of Science. And as we make our way there, at that point, we already know that their goal is Basil's mainframe, the Aurora, which is located in the observatory itself, which seems like it was hidden when we first went there. So we rush our way through, and we find out that inside the observatory are Melchior and the girl in the bandages. And once we go in, the girl in the bandages introduces herself as Olivia of Aurum. Was it Olivia? Oh, great. Pretty sure it was something like that. Oh my goodness, how have I forgotten her name already? At least I remembered her title. Olympia. It was Olympia, not Olivia. So yeah, after goading us a bit and then finding out that they were technically given permission to use the Aurora because Professor Callaghan was one of the creators of it in the first place. So yeah, they have the Genesis sets on the machine too. So whatever they were doing, yeah, the Genesis is involved. So to stall for time, Olympia and Melchior give us a pretty easy battle, not gonna lie. So yeah, we only need to get their HP down below 50%, which wasn't too hard at all. So once that's done, the decoding process that they were doing on the Aurora completed itself, and lo and behold, we see a projection of Professor Callaghan appear on it, and it's revealed that this was their what they've been trying to do to help hasten their development of nukes, making Callaghan an artificial intelligence. So yeah, Callaghan is a lot more messed up than we initially thought he was. The abuse was not enough. So yeah, after they complete that, Almata pretty much runs away, and then they try to Melchior tries to blow up the Aurora, and Silesian tries to stop it, but he doesn't get there in time, and Risette has to go, like, into her super-powered form. Well, or at least, like, enhance her speed to, like, get in front of Silesian to keep him protected. And lo and behold, it turns out that Risette was a robot all this time. Which really explains how she's so capable and all that. Although it's not too surprising either, like, considering the, as I've mentioned in the previous stream, the OZ units exist. So, after all that, we head on to the next day, where we have a meeting with the CID, Prince Sharid, and the general manager of Marduk, who came there with a experimental airship to facilitate the orbital connection in Basel for the time being. Although, for the reason Marduk is here is because they're just there to hold the fort until the CID can make their move once their preparations are done. In the meantime, our objective is to see if we can resolve the situation before the CID has to do any work. Which is what brings us here to the final day in Basel. And the first thing we need to do is check up on Risette's repairs. And they're in Professor Esmere's workshop. Whoops, wrong way.
Oh, hello there.
Okay, from the looks of things today, it seems like we've still got the annoying frame drops. Although it's not as high as yesterday, so there's a blessing in disguise. And so yeah, let's see how Risette is doing.
I hope everything went well.
Thanks. Sounds like you pulled an all-nighter, huh?
Looks like Zeros is up and running again. Fortunately for us, the damage for him wasn't so bad.
Oh yeah, Melchior threw one of his daggers into Zeros's neck and pretty much put him out of commission for the rest of that day.
I just wish I could say the same about Risette. Putting her back to the way she was is going to take a while.
No! Ah, dang it.
Please, don't be so downhearted. The first-rate care you've been giving me has stabilized my vitals a considerable amount.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Have you spoken to Mr. Thorndyke?
Did before coming here, yeah. He's as much of a questionable character as I was expecting.
Oh yeah, and Van kept his kept their relationship as business partners. Yeah, maintain that gap between them.
Their chief of security is the same old standoffish grump, too. You'd think it'd kill him to put on a smile.
That's just how they are, I'm afraid.
It's fine, you know. You don't need to force yourself to speak.
For what it's worth, her life isn't in any danger here.
Well, that's good to know.
The medicine you helped me with yesterday seems to have been working wonders.
Oh, cool. So, Risette's the test subject for it. Actually, I wonder what would have happened if we didn't do Professor Esmere's request here.
She's right. It has really made this easier for me.
Good to hear. We sure didn't think it'd end up being used on you when we took that job on.
The artificial limbs that Mr. Thorndyke brought with him are compatible with her too. That's not to say you shouldn't take it easy. Anything that involves the nervous system is a heavy burden on the body. The best thing you can do for yourself right now is get lots and lots of rest.
Okay, so Risette's more android than anything, so it seems, from what they've been saying, it seems like she still has her normal brain, and I don't know what other organs are, if she still has any of her other organs even.
I will. Thank you. Though, I truly am sorry for not being able to support you all when you need it most.
Don't sweat it. We can take things from here. You just kick back and relax.
Well, at the very least, that reduces her chances of being the MVP for this chapter.
Next time you wake up, you can bet we'll have good news to share. And a hell of a big bonus, too.
I'll have to look forward to that then, won't I? Follow your hearts and act as you always do. And everything will be fine.
Sorry, but I'd like to ask you something. Why? Why did you risk your life to save mine? No one should have to put themselves through something like this over someone like me.
Says the idiot who tried to save the Aurora.
You were just so dazzlingly radiant in that moment, I suppose.
What?
You have so many people who care about you. and you care about them just as much in return. To someone who's lost her bonds, memories, and even body. The sight was almost blinding. I'm a little jealous of all you have, if I'm to tell the truth. So please, treat yourself like an irreplaceable treasure. Not just for you, but for those who love you too.
Alright then, what's our next objective? About Risette. Just how much of her is artificial anyways? Very good question, Aaron. I don't know for sure, but my guess is a lot. You were indirectly involved in making her who she is too, right? That's right. We assisted Marduk in researching artificial biological limbs some time ago. Our partnership only produced a prototype though. I never imagined that they would actually start using that technology like this. Risette was clearly the result of multiple different technologies being used together, not just the one they developed with us. I've heard this is also a field that the Institute of Technology over in the Empire has been looking into. Van, you seem like you've known the truth for a while. I couldn't be sure, but I had a feeling. I could tell the image I was seeing during our video calls was artificially generated. So it took me really off guard when she just showed up in person in Tharbad. It was only when I noticed that she moved faster and kinda different from normal people that I started putting two and two together. Makes sense. I did feel like there was something strange about her, but I never would have imagined it was because of this. She's capable of far greater power and speed than an ordinary human, but she also has less precise control over her body in exchange. Which is far more impressive considering the amount of paperwork she's handled for us. I can't imagine just how much effort she must have put in to be able to move as naturally as she does. She'll be able to return to the way she was, won't she? I'm sure she will, right, Professor? I think there's every chance of that. The technology involved seems to be fairly well established by Marduk at this point. It won't be easy to make all the precise adjustments after reattaching her limbs, but I'll make sure it happens. We're counting on you. She might be on loan to us from Marduk, but she's as much a member of Arkride Solutions as the rest of us. Anyway, time for us to get out of here. Right. We need to do what we can and put Risette at ease.
Wait! Please. If it's not too much to ask, could I keep helping you? I want to stop Professor Callaghan and the devils who've done this to him by my own hand. No matter what it takes.
Right, can you at least promise us you'll get your S-craft before this chapter ends, though? And, at the very least before the last few encounters, Quatra?
Oh, Catra.
Sorry, but no can do.
I suppose that's the right decision after I landed Risette in a hospital bed. I wasn't able to use Fio and Zeros at even half of their potential, either. If all I'm gonna be is a burden to the team...
That ain't what I'm saying. You're no burden. We're gonna need you and your engineering know-how here for sure. But we're also not a charity. We only do favors for people if the client and price are a good fit. You heard what Risette said, right? If you did, then you should know what you gotta do. And where you went wrong.
You're right. I should never have done something that would upset the people who care about me. And I never will again. I just want to stop the chaos unfolding in Basel and the misuse of technology that created it. And if I'm gonna do that, it's not the help of the police or guild I need. It's you. As compensation, I can offer you my skills and expertise on technology. I can also give you my word that I'll help Essie put Risette back to the way she was as fast as possible. Is that enough to make me a good fit for you?
Yeah, we'll take that as payment, sure.
It sure is. We'd be happy to take that 4 SPG on. We'll be counting on you now. Couldn't ask for better than a student of Professor Hamilton's.
Thank you. I won't let you down.
Promise me you'll take good care of him, okay? I'll be working around the clock too.
Promise. Thank you so much.
Time to get down to business.
Although first things first, as per usual, we've got any requests that are available to sort out first. The CID Special Ops Unit is going to be here this evening. That means we've only got half a day left to do what we want. Once they're here, we're done. We gotta make this time count. Sure felt to me like Almata's work was done after making that AI a success. You sure they didn't just bounce? No, I'm certain they're still in the region. The abnormalities in the orbital net and distribution network are less pronounced than yesterday, but they're still present. Something's still happening, I'm sure of it. Really? And Almata's research is still going on somewhere in the city? Risette mentioned something earlier that I think would help me.
This might be fundamentally different to what happened in Crossbell, but I still think that is our closest reference point. The orbital network and septium veins were used in the development of highly advanced technology then as well. Basel City also has both, making it the perfect environment to finish what they started.
With the orbital network and the septium veins at their disposal, they have access to effectively unlimited resources for their research. If Professor Callaghan has reached the heights that the Singularity in Crossbell did, then our foes are probably lurking somewhere in the region finishing what they started. That's still a very large area to try and find them in, though. We have to find some way to narrow our search down. If we could get close enough to their location, the Genesis might react and show us we're on the right track, too. Using the damn thing like a metal detector, huh? Suppose we gotta try anything we can at this point. Aaron, like we haven't been using the Genesis metal detector this entire time, like, unintentionally up to this point. Let's see if there are any more 4SPGs to take care of while we start asking around. There's no telling where we might find a clue that'll lead us to the truth. I'll help however I can. Wait. Should I not be meddling in your other jobs now that I'm a client instead of a guide? Don't be silly, you're one of us now. You're our client, but how about we just treat you more like a temp for now? Oh, okay, that works for me. We're happy to have you with us. If it means the kid-to-adult ratio's evened out here. Well then, let's get to work. I want to stop by the guild. Vern, Giscard's workshop. Should probably talk to our resident genius professor too. Those sound like good places to start to me. Okay, first of all, we have a request in Newtown.
Heading to the objective.
Why not stay here and relax?
Oh hey, Willie is located back here now. Although just a few stops from where we initially first saw him.
Let's see what we've got.
Alright, we have hidden machines. I failed to mention this earlier, but I have a proposition for all of you. It is something of an extension of Crown Prince Cherie's request, but if you have the time, would you consider taking on the job? I'll be waiting for you at the park in Newtown. 2nd Lieutenant Kayla Millen. Oh-ho, a request from the CID, eh? It's intriguing for sure. I wonder what they want to talk to us about. I'm not going to say no to a potential rendezvous with Kayla. How about you? Well, we're here at the park anyway. We might as well check it out. Ah, so you checked the bulletin board, did you? Me, writing a 4SPG. I never thought I'd see the day. 2nd Lieutenant Kayla? Wouldn't have killed you to be more direct instead of going this 4SPG route. So, am I speaking to Kayla, or am I speaking to the CID? You're sharp. This may seem a bit bureaucratic, but I've submitted this request in the CID's stead. It concerns the armed machines that were released in the city during yesterday's attack. We've confirmed that around half of their numbers were destroyed, while most of the others retreated with Almata. But we've also received word that 2 high-spec units might still be at large within the city. Oh, well that's dangerous, but hey, we can grind for a bit at least. Seriously? We did encounter a few machines fitting that description yesterday. I see. Yeah, the police probably have their hands full with them. You need a cleanup crew. But Marduk and the guild don't really tickle your fancy. Have I got that right? Exactly. Marduk's involvement was the result of the president's more heavy-handed approach. We're not too fond of that. This is more a matter of professional pride than anything. Special forces are due to arrive in the evening, and they're sure to complicate things. We'd much rather solve this problem ourselves. So you want to loan us out to the CID for a day, is that right? It's not just the CID. The Principality requested this too, I assume. And whatever the case, we really can't have those things running loose. Makes sense. Ish. Out of curiosity, was this Renee... Kincaid's idea? He's pulled together his own task force to address the problem. They're negotiating with the President's office as we speak. At the risk of divulging too many details, he's been pushing for a separate division meant specifically for these tasks. Yeah, that tracks. Guy's resourceful to a fault. This really is a job for Marduk or the guild, but I guess the CID doesn't want to swallow its pride. We ain't exactly free though, is the thing. We got other jobs to do. So you say, but we've only got 2... This is the only request available here at Newtown right now. I guess we can look into this on the side. Lay it on me. Van, we might find a lead or something. You have my gratitude. Here's what we know about these rogue models. They're most probably the same as the models employed by Vegas Films in Tharbad. Whoa, okay. Oh, those assholes. And 2 of them at that. You fought them before? They sound like a real hassle. Yup, because they are. But how are they hiding in the city to begin with? They're too big. They got some, kinda optical camo or something? Not to our knowledge. The Alba has been patrolling and scanning the city from above since yesterday. Marduk has cleaned out the smaller units we found, but the 2 large units have yet to be located. Kincaid does have a theory. He suspects that they're hiding in plain sight and using some sort of radar jamming device to avoid detection. I do remember hearing about special materials that can absorb or deflect orbital waves. Which means we're probably looking for a container made of such material, likely brought into the city recently. Either that, or a van big enough to hold them. Probably pretty simple to deck one of those out in anti-radar stuff. No idea whether Almata's driving it around themselves though, or if they contracted that out to somebody. Think you could look into the suspicious containers and transport vehicles for us? We'll focus on the stuff that's out on the road. We split up and we should have this cleared up pretty quickly. Understood. I'll mobilize the local authorities and notify Vern and the Artisans Guild. If either of us make any headway, let's keep each other posted. Thank you very much. So, what's the move? We hunt down every wayward van in town? We'll be out here all day. True, traffic in and out is closed, but plenty of vehicles remain inside city limits. The main arteries fan out in all sorts of directions. Searching them all would be time-consuming. We got the cops on site, so we can leave the crowd control to them. We just gotta pinpoint where the transport's most likely to be. Newtown and the Artisanal District make the most sense to me. They've got the most traffic, freight especially. We get lucky, or I guess unlucky in this case, and we might fish us up a robot. Roger, so we need to find people who drive stuff a lot. Let's start asking around.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
Right, so first of all, where do we have to go to here in Newtown? just the one area down south. At Willie's truck? Or maybe that one over there. I don't think I remember seeing that truck there, so that's suspicious.
Let me ask you something.
A sketchy transport vehicle? Let me think about that for a sec. A lot of cars go by, so... Oh wait, where did the truck go? It was there a moment ago. Well, now that you mention it, there was something funny this morning. There was? What did you see? Any details would be great, no matter how small. So you know we've got the whole lockdown thing, and it got me thinking about how I want to do business today. And I figured, you know, people are still hungry. People need to pick me up, so I made my way out here, albeit a little later than usual. And this big old transport van comes up, and something about it just seems weird. Weird? Were they driving all funny? The opposite, actually. There was this little empty soda can sitting in the road, and the transport just ran right over it, like made no attempt to avoid it. The whole van kinda shook a little. I got spooked and bolted out of the way, but the van just drove away like nothing happened. The nerves on that driver. Honestly, stone cold. Huh, sounds like there's more to this story. That's why I'm thinking, yeah, because then it turned right at that fork in the road ahead. And when it did, I heard a thud. I think whatever it was moving got shuffled around. At first I thought maybe it was some machining tool thunking around in there, but you'd think they'd stack them so they don't do that. But like before, it just drove right off without a care in the world. I almost felt like I was just imagining things. I see. Did you catch what the make the vehicle was? Yeah, it was a Red Star, a big one. Probably some delivery company. But it didn't have a logo, or branding, or anything on it. The van was just unmarked. Kinda weird. Yeah, that's a bit whack. Thanks a bunch, bud. That's some really good info. Glad to hear it. Anything to help. Goddess knows we all need it right now. But I heard things are looking up. They said they're gonna open the roads back up tonight. Just gotta hold out a little longer. We'll find a way. Thank you very much.
Why not stay here and relax?
So, is it this truck? This one right here? The one with the star insignia on it for Red Star? Well, we'll be back.
Let's do this.
Right, Giskar's probably got some info for us. Or not, I guess? Okay, no, the Bracer Guild does. Okay, we'll be back here at Giscard later then. You couldn't have timed your arrival better. Ren! We weren't expecting to find you here. You want something from us? The opposite. I have something for you. A little piece of intel. Do you have to go blabbing to them about it? Hey, don't spoil her fun, Killjoy. Ladies don't like a hard ass. Excuse me? Alright boys, simmer down. Now's not the time to be mouthing off. So, what's this info about? To the surprise of no one, Almata was behind the explosion in Anchorville. It sounds like it's a mess out there right now, after word got out that Almata had corporate help. Yeah, a lot of high-ranking braces are stuck there right now trying to sort everything out. Honestly, I'd really rather be out there right now, but we're tied up here. Yeah, after yesterday, we're not leaving anytime soon. Indeed. I'm still positive that the attack in Anchorville was just a diversion. Basil has to be their main target. In fact, we know a little more about the agents who unleashed the archaisms in the city yesterday. I strongly believe it was the same duo you met in Longport. Them again? Viola and Alexandra. They caused a ton of trouble back in Longport too. That's certainly not good. That said, we shouldn't have to worry about them here now that Marduk is in town. How many men have they got? We talking just one area or the whole city? They have enough people on the ground to rival a large Jaeger Corps, and with what vastly better equipment. Their chief of security in particular. He's a real force of nature. Of course, I imagine you all know that pretty well already. Kasim. Yup, Gramps here described him as one of the strongest Jaegers to walk the earth. It's funny, guy's got this baby face and he doesn't even look 30, but he gives off this vibe like he could kick your ass into next week. At any rate, the city's in good hands with him patrolling around. We still gotta figure out what Almata's plotting next though. Speaking of, you confirmed those two you encountered yesterday were connected to the gardens, correct? Yeah. Said they were overseers. That checks out. They've got 4 units and an overseer in charge of each one. The 2 of them seem to be connected to Almata differently though. Melchior is both an overseer and a high-ranking executive in Almata, but his cohort said that she was only a contractor. Talk about complicated. I wonder what the story there is. We're not much the wiser than you guys there, unfortunately. What we do know is that most monstrous mafia and most vile assassins to ever live have joined hands, and that ain't good. Indeed. After we have Basel taken care of, we'll need to devise a strategy for dealing with them. Have you managed to learn anything more about what Almata's up to here? Unfortunately not. If anything, we were hoping you might have a lead on where Professor Callaghan might be. I wish I did, but I'm not too familiar with the geography of this area. I tried to see if I could find anything on the net, but they covered their tracks, unfortunately. Sorry for coming up empty-handed. Wow, even Kitty couldn't find their whereabouts, huh? Don't worry about it. It really wasn't going to be that easy. Aside from that, my only other advice is to keep the septium veins in mind. They're more relevant than you might think. The septium veins? I recall Risette mentioning those recently, actually. They do have a tendency to affect the orbital network in particular. At first glance, they appear unrelated. We had no way to prove they were at all related, until a certain phenomenon in Crossbell demonstrated that the two can affect each other under the right conditions. This incident here is eerily reminiscent of what happened a year and a half ago. It's just my hunch, though. Well, that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, thanks for the pointer. Well, we're gonna get back on tracking down Callaghan. What are you 3 up to? We'll be doing the rounds to keep the city under control. We can't just leave it all to Marduk. Yeah, they're good, don't get me wrong, but they're even shadier than you guys are. I don't trust them. I'll be helping out too until there's some other developments that demand my attention. I need to keep an eye on all the other students as well. We're all waiting here for you, Agnes. Odette and Albert too. Don't forget that, okay? I won't. Please be careful, Ren. Well, so she says, but Ren's strong enough to handle most of the people here in the city.
Let me ask you something.
Alright, time to continue with the request. You want to know if I've seen a suspicious freight truck? Bit of an odd thing to ask. Well, yes it is. Sorry for just dumping that on. Nah, I'm just giving you the guff. I did see something like that last night. I see the game still has some lag spikes. Anyway, gotta run away. It's not the game itself. The game is running fine. It's whatever's going on with my network. Although the lag spikes aren't as bad as yesterday, from what I can see. Yeah, see you next time then, Shadow Eclipse. The VOD will be here once I've finished streaming, of course. So yeah, take care of yourself, my, my guy. Right. I did actually see something like that last night. You did? So what was suspicious about it? Well, deliveries last night were all way behind schedule because of all the craziness in the city. We eventually got everything sorted out, even with that big ol' eye in the sky watching us all. So I finally wrap up my work. It's late at night, and I'm tired as hell. I start driving back towards my home on the edge of town. I'm waiting at one of the lights, and then I see this giant Red Star truck pull up right next to me. It had a really weird color scheme to it. Never seen a red star painted like that. Had to be from out of town, I figured. But I figured, hey, he's a tired old dog like me, driving at ass o'clock. I'll give him a wave. I look out my window and, nah, forget it. When I say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous. I must have been seeing things. Hey, come on, don't leave us hanging. You might not have been seeing things after all. Won't you tell us, please? Alright. Just don't laugh at me, okay? I looked out the window and there was no one behind the wheel. Just nothing. Huh? What do you mean? Just nobody's in the driver's seat at all? I'm as puzzled as you are. Before I could really process it, the light turned green and the truck rolled on it away. I had to put my eyes back on the road after that. Never saw that truck again. It only really dawned on me when I got home. Maybe the driver was just on the short side? Their truck was definitely taller than mine too. Maybe I just couldn't see him. Either that or, again, I was tired as all get out. I might have been seeing things. Haha, so yeah, that's how it seemed to me at the time, but honestly, it was probably nothing. Moral of the story here is that everybody needs their sleep. You can't go burning the midnight oil just because you can, you know. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, you couldn't, if there was a driver and if they were normal size, they could have just been lying on the wheel itself, potentially. Lesson you learned, yeah. We'll take care of ourselves. Take it easy yourself, yeah? That sounds like the kind of thing a single good night's sleep won't fix. Oh, for sure. The city's sealed off until tonight, so I'm gonna try and take it slow and while we've got nothing to do. Nice! We got way more clues here than I expected. The two accounts we heard both involved a Red Star transport, which leads me to believe we are dealing with one and only one vehicle. Now, I'm still freaking out about the whole driverless truck thing. Don't blame you. The fact that it happened at night turns this whole thing into a bona fide ghost story. There's probably a logical explanation though, and I'm sure Katra can provide it. Wait, for real? Oh, is it related to technology you have insider knowledge about? Correct. I believe it is utilizing tech that is currently in the R&D phase of development in many countries. Ah, self-driving cars, I see. It's called an automated vehicle, and it allows a person to go from place to place without lifting a finger because the holocore is doing the driving. Oh, they've got holocores doing that now, huh? The fact that it kept going in spite of the empty soda can makes me strongly suspect it's an AI-controlled vehicle. My suspicions were correct then. Ren told me a little about this before. Oh wow, that's so cool! So that means it wasn't a ghost. Phew! Well, you never know. Maybe there was a driver until his shitty job worked him to death. Now he lives on as a vengeful ghost behind the wheel. Wait, what's that? Oh shit! It's right behind you, Farida! What? Hey! There's nothing here! You should have seen the look on your face! Why are you like this? You want me to stop calling you kid? Stop acting like one. Back on topic. There was an incident regarding unmanned driving tech. Everyone in the underworld was going on and on about it at the time. So I'm amazed this thing is driving around the city without causing any problems. It's kinda insane. I'm not too surprised. You could prevent most accidents by connecting it to the traffic management system and the info on the city roads. The technology should be state-of-the-art. In fact, I suspect it's the same tech that caused Professor Callaghan's downfall. Oh. I'm sorry, Katra. You've got nothing to be sorry for. And I'm alright, promise. Now's not the time to wallow in sentimentality. So what's the plan, Van? The AI's functionality and patterns can make it quite difficult to capture. Excuse me, we literally saw it in Newtown not too long ago. I know. Normally I'd be fine with dumping this on the second lieutenants or the cops. But I'm a car lover at heart, and I do not like seeing them being used as vehicles for bringing weapons into the city. This shit is personal. Figures. Well, any bright ideas, Chief? First order of business is seeing how far this AI can really go. Also, I'm gonna bring on some outside help for this gig. What kind of outside help? Do you have somebody in mind? Yup. I heard they'd be here. Van used his cipher to get in touch with some familiar faces in Basel. The party then headed to the motor pavilion in Newtown while they were waiting. Well, where they were waiting. Okay, to the motor pavilion next.
Off we go.
Can we enter from the top, or do we need to go from the bottom? Okay, yes, we can enter from the top. Oh, hey, it's our nighttime racing buddies. Sup? Oh yeah, and about all the AI driving thing, clearly it's already way better than what we have in real life. Ah, Van! So, did we get that all right? Did we get all that right? You want us kings of the road to chase down an AI intruder, huh? Don't underestimate them. You really don't know what you're getting into. Neither do I, to be honest. It does sound hard to believe, yeah. I couldn't really go too in-depth on the call, sorry. That's freaky. A giant van just driving around all by itself? And it's carrying assault robots inside it too? Yeah, it's pretty far-fetched, but honestly, I'm intrigued. We street racers take pride in our skills, and I'm not about to let some beat-boop bastard one-up me. Well, being an AI, it can process things much faster than you. Without a plan to catch it, it would probably outmaneuver you. No sweat, we'll show that bucket of bolts what real people can do. So what's the plan, Van? Well, here's what I'm thinking. We get my truck and your 2 cars. And we figure out how to flank it, I assume. Van outlined his 3-pronged attack to the group using a map of Basil's road for reference. Making sure not to overlook the robots themselves, he made combat preparations as well. Okay, and... Right, so basically we're about to get into a fight. Right, we've got our cars ready to go. Want to get this show on the road? Combat will ensue upon beginning the operation. It's recommended to have the party's equipment in order beforehand. Oh, we're easily prepared, so let's get it rolling. Let's hit the road! You got a bead on the transport, Catra? Yes, I've pinged them on the traffic network. They're patrolling the streets in a specific pattern. They're due to come by here in around 20 minutes. Whoa! There really is nobody in the truck. Tinted glass too. They got this shit figured out. The transport has probably optimized his driving style to evade pursuers. Are you sure you can handle it? Safety first, remember. Right, best of luck. Damn, wish you could take me for a ride in that. She really is her uncle's niece. They're keeping clear of other cars. So far so good. How's the traffic looking? No congestion as far as I can tell. If we can get it cornered... Oh, are we fighting in the tunnel? No, we're not. Okay, we're fighting in Newtown. Okay, and we've got it surrounded. Sweet. We got it! Perfect. Get those CID, the Basel police, and the traffic guys. Right. This is Catra. I invoke emergency authority to request a temporary road closure. Looks like I gave up. If machines can even do that, I don't know. Perhaps it simply wasn't programmed to handle these sorts of situations. Nah, it ain't that easy. And well, here's its emergency protocol. The machines are booting up. Juniper, Graham, get back! Right. So it was carrying those things. So these are the warrior models? I see what you mean. They're from Marduk, no doubt. Yeah, these are the ones from Vegas Films, alright. 2 at once is going to be tough. Be careful, guys. Well, if they haven't increased in level, then this should be doable fairly easily. On the flip side, we know how they work. Let's send them to the scrapyard where they belong. Their joints are their weak points according to Risette. Focus on those. Let's clean them up before word gets on the street.
Activating shards.
Hang on. Let's bring Catra out.
I'm out. I've got this.
Displaying enemy stats.
Keep it up. It's working.
And we'll just buff everyone
Time
up,
to
I
go
think.
all out. Do your worst.
Okay, Farida can start moving up as well to support Van when he gets up there. And also, where is it? Flaming Prayer, get our damage up.
A chance.
Yeah, Anya's will stick with Catra, boost, and as per usual, just try and get the Arc Feathers to proc.
Here goes.
Right, and grab the aggro of these two. Ideally...
Your guard up.
Activating skill.
Think fast. Take this.
There. On yes.
Activated skill.
You won't get away with this.
Actually, what's their
Displaying
resistance
information.
stat down?
Keep your guard
They don't have resistances. They don't have resistances to it. Okay. Well, it would be very helpful right now.
Hit 'em fast, Barry.
Fierce guardian flame. Slice 'em up. No, you don't. I'll take you on.
Maximum boost.
Good luck. Activating skill. You're open.
Here's our chance.
More damage boost.
Flames protect us.
Initializing drive.
Dispatching shield.
Yeah. On yes.
Activated skill.
I know what, we'll go double ig. Oh wait, I was about to say double Ignis Rampage, but we've already used quite a bit of Fairies
Activating
craft
skill.
points.
The end of the
Oh well, this is fine.
Yeah. You're finished. Take this. Rampage.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Not getting free.
You'll pay for that.
Keep your guard up.
Xycres activate.
Maximum boost.
Make it count.
I don't think we'll need to heal Van. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Activating drive.
Oh, never mind. Okay, that hurt a lot. Okay then, well, time for some emergency healing.
Activated skill.
Here goes. I've got this. Great circle of light. Give unto us the breath of life.
Thanks.
You, man. Full boost. Go all out. Keep it up. It's activating drive.
Going all in.
Blaze.
This'll do the trick.
Going all in.
Initiating drive.
Not getting free.
Alright, GG. A very messy clear. We got him! Woohoo! Oh man, that was like a movie shot. Huh, that all you got? Haha, that felt so much easier than the one we took down in Tharbad. Risette's info really came in handy here. How often do you go around fighting things like that? I mean, ain't like we want to, just so that it happens. Now, let's figure out how to shut off that auto drive thingy. Alright, I'll get to work on... Huh? Are you shitting me? Get back! Oh, there was another one. Ooh. Whoa! Huh? Look out! Get away from that thing! A third one? Seriously? Bastard waited for us to let our guard down. I'll hold it off. You guys get back up. Guild, Marduk, whoever, I don't care. Van, don't... Uh-huh? What are you... Wait, the Genesis is reacting now of all times? What the... What's that inside her purse? Catra, really? Don't be a hero, dipshit. This is serious. No need. Backup has arrived. Kayla! And... Oh, Kasim too.
You let your guard down.
Oh, wait. This is optional for SPG with voice lines? What? Shit! Close your eyes!
Perish.
And he uses an orbital cannon. Sweet lord! God! An optical weapon? That's his Buster Lance. He showed me it back once at home once. Incredible. I see now how you earned your title, Kamshin. You had the measure of the situation from the very start, didn't you?
This was nothing more than our response as a part of crisis management. Our firm's concierge has previously analyzed the situation. I will leave the rest to the CID and the local police, as well as them. Farewell.
Professional to a fault, I see. Well, he seemed proud of what we managed to do, at least. Kasim. That attack was incredible. He took out the robot in one fell swoop. Went right for the joints too, just like she said. He looked like he barely lifted a finger. Well, he had to lift quite a few to lug that cannon around. Well, this is Marduk's ace we're talking about. That's just what he does. But hey, all's well that ends well, right? We still got the credit for it. That in and of itself is aggravating, but I'm in no position to complain. At any rate, thank you for completing my request. Given you did hunt down 3 units instead of 2, your reward will be adjusted accordingly. Much thanks to you two as well. Ah, we didn't do much. Hey, I'm just glad I got to have a good race. Tch, talk about stealing the spotlight. What are we, chopped liver? Yeah, I've still got a long way to go before I can rival my brother. I'm just glad we put a stop to those robots for good, even if it wasn't all us. Yeah, you have my thanks as well. Who knows what damage they could have caused if left unchecked. Don't sell yourself short, bud. You helped a bunch too. Plenty more where that came from. Let's keep Almata on their toes. Right, of course. With some fiddling, Catra managed to decouple the autodrive unit from the transport vehicle. After the local authorities conducted their own investigation, the traffic restrictions were lifted and all was back to normal.
That's one job behind us.
Reward deposited.
And slight boost to Law and Grey. Grey almost reaching level 3. It doesn't look like there's anything else. There could be a hidden request, but I'm not even gonna bother hunting it down. Although, actually, so far there hasn't been any genuine hidden requests yet. As in, like, the green marker. As in, like, there's a quest, but there's no green marker for it.
Off we go.
Alright, time to finish our little reconnaissance. We should probably rest up at the inn too. Just to replenish our...
Do you know what you want?
Craft points. Oh wait, right, we need to go to a spa for that. And I don't think Basil has one. Did I check the cafe, the inn shop before?
Don't take too long to decide.
Yes, I
Come
did.
back soon.
Give it another look. Comb it real thorough this time. Yes, Chief. Is something wrong? Anything we can help with? I wish it was that simple, but nope. Ain't got nothing you folks can help with. Guess it wouldn't hurt to fill you in, though. Oh, what? Parts for that prototype weapon went missing? Yup. We found it out when we were looking into Callaghan's disappearance. Most of the parts are still here. It's not like the whole thing up and vanished. But there are little bits of pieces of our inventory missing. Our order sheets don't add up. And we haven't been able to find the missing parts anywhere. It's not just a few of them either. We're missing huge chunks of inventory. Too much stuff to count. Oh, that's a bit alarming. You're talking about that weapon you showed us earlier, right? Yeah, that definitely ain't good, and you're right. I didn't know how we could help with that. Smells like an inside job to me. No way the world-famous Xycres workshop just loses track of inventory like that. Damn straight! A lot of us here know about the weapon, but it's still a highly confidential project. We've taken extra steps to make sure nothing gets out. And of all the times, this had to happen right after I went and mouthed off to Sond. Shameful, I tell ya. You order parts online, don't you? I remember you showing me how that system worked. Do you think this inventory shortfall might be related to the network problems this city's having? Our youngster suggested the same thing. It's not entirely off the table, no. I just like to think we were being more careful than that. How could we not be, given everything going on? That's understandable, yeah. I find it hard to believe it was just an accident. With how careful everyone's been, this feels premeditated. Yeah, with all that weird shit going on, it's hard to chalk up to anything up to coincidence right now. There's just so much going on. We'll keep an eye out for any leads about your parts, though. Thanks. Man, I'm sorry, folks. You've got enough on your plate without us and our stupid supply hiccups. We're still trying to find Callaghan, but we haven't got any good leads yet. Our best guess is that he's somewhere off the beaten path. Might have hauled himself up somewhere on purpose, even. That does sound like a good guess. Well, if you learn anything, let us know. And while we're here... Actually, wait, we've used up most of the Sepet from last time, so... No points going back to that. Okay, we've got one more location to check out. Right here near the church, Professor Cronkite, hello. Let me guess, were you expecting us? Oh, there he is. I'm glad we didn't have to go on a wild goose chase to find you today. Ah, if it isn't the Spriggan. You look like you have something more to discuss with me. Damn right we do. I imagine you're already privy to the situation, so we don't need to bring you up to speed. Right now, we're trying to get everything under control ourselves before the government intervenes any further. So that's why we want to ask you about... Me? What exactly do I have to do with all this? I will admit my curiosity is piqued by the developments here. Marduk is an interesting wrinkle in the story, as are Professor Callaghan's, shall we say, inadvisable efforts. I do plan to stay and watch how this all pans out, but as I said yesterday... can you at least let me finish before dismissing me? I've had to face a lot of hard truths over the past few days. I've been made to realize just how lacking I am and how much I still have to learn. I know it's impossible to rectify all of that overnight, but there are still things I want to protect no matter the cost. All I want is for your feedback on a hypothesis of mine. I won't ask for any more of your help than that. Go on. Professor Callaghan all but lives on the network now, but that goal of his contradicts the actions he took. One thing doesn't add up to me. Why did he simply let the Mafia destroy the Aurora? Huh. That's a good question. I agree. That is an obvious contradiction. If they intended to use weapons of mass destruction, they must figure out how to invent and produce them. They simply don't exist yet. The Professor Callaghan's AI only solves one part of the problem. Even with the functional blueprints, there are no means to produce them. The AI is essential in their research efforts. It holds more computational power than any other machine in Basel. And if they no longer have it, that begs another question. How will they produce these nuclear weapons without the means to invent them? An astute observation. Can't say no, can you? Something tells me you wanted to help him out all along, in spite of your crotchety old man act. I am simply giving him the feedback he requested. It will be up to him to prove his theory, though judging from what I've heard so far, he'll find the answers soon enough. Yang. You are correct. People do not grow and change overnight, but having watched you, I can see how you've matured over the years. I look forward to seeing you grow into a well-rounded scientist, just as Professor Hamilton did. Yeah, Cronkite just really goes the roundabout way of giving help, huh? Thank you. I will. He really is like a brother to you, huh? He's more helpful than he wants to admit. Curious where he's going after he leaves Basel, but I guess that ain't my business. I agree. And besides, it's not our place to tell him how to live his life. We need to focus on our own work right now. You're right. We've got a lot of info to work with now. Yeah, but I can't wrap my head around how it all fits together. Well, we know he's off the beaten path somewhere, and he's using the spare parts from Xycres. Maybe talking it out will help. Is there a place where we can chat in private? We can always head back to the inn. Actually, how about you all come to my place? You won't have to worry about people listening in there. Oh no, we couldn't impose on you like that. I really don't mind. Neither would Professor Hamilton. It's her house, but I'm the only one who lives there right now. Cool, we'll take you up on your offer. Kinda curious to see the home of one of Epstein's 3 disciples. Oh yeah, very curious. Aside from Professor Russell, I don't think... Yeah, we haven't seen, Schmidt's, abode before. Oh, I wouldn't expect too much. It's just a normal family home. Anyway, we can head over whenever you'd like. Oh, well, it's just up the stairs anyways. So let's just run there. And I should probably save too. It has been a while. I haven't even saved once today. Oh! Some nice coffee and desserts. Dang! is cinnamon coffee, huh? Kinda has a different fragrance to it, but it's not bad. The professor's a big fan of it, so I've had it a lot. I've heard it's pretty popular in the Central East. Hey, yeah, I drank it a lot back home. Always with milk, though. I could see myself getting addicted to this fragrance. It pairs perfectly with the chocolate, too. We've got ourselves a little slice of heaven here. And, of course, Sweets Man would go for the sweets pretty quickly. Well, someone put a sock in this guy already. You're a big fan of sweet things, huh? You seem to like the Engadin, too. He can't help himself, I'm afraid. It feels so strange to have this place be so lively again. I've been the only one here for so long. Yeah, this is a big place for one person. Yang and Essie are so busy with their work that they can only afford to drop by every once in a blue moon these days. Aw, that's too bad. So you were still really young when you were adopted by the professor? That's right, though I'd rather skip how it came about. Even though we're not related by blood, she's treated me like a real grandchild. As soon as I started taking an interest in technology and absorbing anything I could, she would always find time in her busy schedule to teach me. After that, I started visiting the observatory a lot because that was where she did her research. My interest in astronomy then led to Yang and Essie teaching me all kinds of things along with her. I was a complete nobody, and yet they chose to make me a part of their family. They seem like absolutely lovely people. Now that I think about it, I wonder what Schmidt would be like if he had his own grandchild to look after, even if adopted. Maybe he wouldn't be as much of a grump as he is in Erebonia. Like, sure, there are times Professor Russell can be cranky, but he dotes well enough on the Tita, and well, now we have Hamilton with Catra. I can see why you're so desperate to protect everything they've left behind in their absence. But I failed. The Aurora was destroyed. Risette suffered just to keep me safe. I don't know how I'm going to be able to face the Professor when she comes home. I'm pretty sure Hamilton would comfort Catra and say that he did his best. Like Risette said, there's a lot of people around who love you. This might be a good time to learn to lean on them a little more. You're not alone, Catra. Yeah, I'm coming to realize that too. I thought I'd learned that lesson when we all came together to finish Sphio and Zeros, but apparently I was a few steps away. I could never have done that on my own. It took Grant's help, Yang and Essie's help. Even Professor Callaghan played a pivotal role in getting the job done. Really? Professor Callaghan helped make your orbital drones? I remember hearing that he used to stop by here despite being Hamilton's rival, but it's still hard to imagine. You all only know him as he is now, but like I said yesterday, he wasn't always like that. He was the leading figure in the field of engineering science. He even designed a whole lot of the current Republican Army's weaponry. He used to be something of a rival to Professor Hamilton and us, but both sides fully respected one another and took it as a way for all of us to grow. It was because Professor Callaghan and Professor Hamilton joined forces that they were able to create the Aurora to... Actually... what is it? Why did he run off? He found the answer. He knows where Callaghan is. I found it! That looks a lot like the Aurora. Yeah, not exactly the same, but pretty damn close. It is. It's part of another idea that was considered during the planning stages for the Aurora. It was to be one half of a twin-core system that was modeled after the left and right side of the human brain. The two systems would perform totally different calculations in tandem with one another, much like our brains can do. Wow, conveniently enough, that's very close to parallel processing. In the end, the budgetary constraints meant that only the Aurora was completed, but a prototype version of the other system was made. So then... Then there's effectively a prototype of the central computer from yesterday out there somewhere? I did think it was weird they destroyed the Aurora considering their endgame. But if Professor Callaghan was one of the developers behind the whole project, it makes sense he gave him the prototype too. If we assume that's the case, that'll significantly help in narrowing down where it could be now. Could you give me a hand in finding the other documents we have on it here? Of course! Just tell us what you want us to do. I guess I can put the work in. But if you can't pinpoint where the thing is after we find all the stuff you want, we're gonna force you to run butt naked through Basel. Yeah, whatever. Agnes, I need you to find a map of the Septium veins in this area. Tch, he sure picked himself up real fast. He's a hell of a lot more grown up than you are, that's for sure. Well, Van's got that right. Ort's abandoned factory. I think that's our place. That's the place where a lot of the research leading to the last generation of gunships was done, right? The area was sealed off a while ago because it was so worn down. But do you really think we're gonna find our target there? I'd say the odds are about 87. No, 90%. I tried taking the waveforms of the distortions in the orbital energy network, supply networks, then combining them with the map of the Septium veins. The only place that matches that data is big and quiet enough to hide a device of the Aurora's size, and is still close enough to Basel to interfere with the orbital network. Nowhere else is as good a match as this. That's some confidence. I don't think it's misplaced. This area matches everything we know so far. An abandoned factory far from civilization seems like the perfect place for Almata to use as a hideout. What are you doing? Congratulating you on a job well done. I'm sure even that genius professor would be impressed by your efforts here. I wouldn't be so sure about that. It's just a guess right now. We won't know for sure until we make our way over there. Well, we've come this far. Time to finish this leg of the race. I agree. It's 2 PM already, so we don't have that much time. I think we should let Renee, the guild, and the CID know what we're doing. The abandoned road leading to the factory is on the bottom level of Newtown, on the other side of a locked gate. My certification card will get us through it. I'm ready to leave as soon as you all are. Got it. We'll head on over as soon as we're ready then. They informed Renee, the guild, and the CID that they were going to make their way to Ort Abandoned Road. Alright, so I guess last bit of preparations to do, and oh great, right, we lost everyone's craft points that last encounter. Sweet. Oh well, I'm sure we'll have a few enemies to fight along the road to the factory. Unless we just fast travel there. So let's head on over to the arms store. Maybe make a few tweaks to the...
Do you know what...
I hope to see you...
No, we don't... No, not weapon upgrades. We need to go to... the store to sort out our orbments.
Hello there.
Okay, let's see what we can open up. We can't open up anything, unfortunately. Not at this time.
See you again.
Alright, very unfortunate. Never mind then, so let's just head on over to where that gate is. Okay, all the way down here, I see. Okay, we're all healed up, we're ready to go. Actually, now that I think about it, this... we haven't really been much on the roads in Calvard yet. I think this is like one of the few times we do, huh? Man, this place looks old. You think there are airship parts lying around? They're covered in moss too. It looks like this road really hasn't been used in quite some time. Yeah, and the orbital lamps are also busted, so there's definitely monsters going to be roaming about. This isn't really an area I come to. Geological surveys have confirmed there is a large septium vein running under here, however. Van, look at this! Tire tracks from a big truck, huh? They look pretty fresh. They must have been carrying something real heavy. Maybe... Oh! We're on the right track then. And there's that phenomenon again. It has to be resonating with that green Genesis we saw. Alright, time to get this over with before the CID and the guild make this their stomping ground. But right, we need to hit them while they're off their guard.
I'm not going to do anything reckless anymore. So come on, you two. While the professor's away, it falls on us to... No, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to protect what I hold dear. And with everyone's help, too.
Both the engineering skills and mental development of Katra have reached the required parameters. Unlocking the S-Class offensive program. Dagama Driver.
Is this a technique that helps you two move at high speed while in sync? Oh, because Katra was too immature, he never got access to his S-Craft until now. I think the professor told me that Yang and the others helped her develop this a while back. Kinda neat that they're designed to unlock new functions as their user grows. I agree, it's really cool. I don't get how it works, but yeah, it is awesome. Even all the way out here, they're still supporting you. That must feel nice. Yeah, it does. And now thanks to them, I'll be able to contribute more in battle. Let's get going. The abandoned factory should be just ahead. Diagama Driver. Well, we'll have a look at that once,
I'm going.
we've charged up, Katra's...
Beginning combat.
what is it? His, craft points.
Charge attack ready to go.
Well then, away we go.
Wow, Katra actually plays pretty well action-wise. He doesn't have much delay on his attacks.
I'm all in.
Energy output
This'll do the
at full
trick.
throttle.
Alright, let's have a look at Diagama Driver. Oh, and it has a chance to freeze.
Some arts work better.
Okay, so I assume this is going to be similar to Ether Buster. TO's Ether Buster.
Lance mode activate. Dagama Driver.
Boost gauge limit exceeded.
Okay, the vocal delivery is a bit weak, but the impact is quite nice though.
Arts will work better. Keep it up. It's working. There we go.
Oh, and it gave 2 stages of freeze. Sweet.
Activated skill.
Sucker.
I can live with this.
Good work, Agnes.
Alright, let's take the side path first.
Let's get to work.
You've got a charge attack ready to go.
Keep your guard up.
Have some more.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
Keep up the good work, Katra. Deploying shards. I've got your back. There we go.
Barry!
Ha! Yeah.
There!
That one felt pretty good.
You did perfect, Fairy.
There's still more.
Nice. Moving on up.
Okay, that's a dangerous looking one.
Be careful. That thing looks mean.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Come on!
Pull it together.
Here goes.
That looks like a nice chest. Let's pull it together and fight.
That hunk of junk is supposed to be an airship? Pretty damn ancient.
Hold it. That's a lot of enemies.
Ancient history, more like. This type's been all but replaced by newer models.
A boost would work here.
This'll hurt.
Pull out all the stock. Hit 'em fast, Barry.
Here's Guardian Blade. Slice him up.
A chance.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Maximum boost.
There we go.
Eat this.
Oh, yes!
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating drive. This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
Barry.
Here's Guardian Blade. Slice him up. Yes.
Maximum
Activating
boost.
drive. Give them your all.
I'm going.
Initiating drive.
Oh, yes!
Activating skill.
A chance. Eat this.
Activating skill. I'm powered up.
Jeez,
thrown a
Arc
little.
Feather is so good. Alright, that EP Cut 3 needs to go on 9 years. Let's see, EP Cut 2, bye-bye. Hello, EP Cut 3.
Switching to
And
maintenance
we'll
mode.
give EP Cut 2 to... Let's see, who else are we using arts with? There is... Risette, but I think I do want to open up a slot first before we do that.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Your charge attack's ready, Nails. Hold it. That's a lot of enemies.
He flinched.
A boost would work here.
Have some more.
Here's our chance.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Man!
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Full boost. Go all of your own.
Brace yourself.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Nice. That
I'm
went
going.
great.
I'm
You're
on.
a true professional, Van.
Take this.
Enemy suppressed.
Take
Nice
this.
work. We're not done yet. Beginning countdown. Don't forget about your charge attack.
Take this.
Oh, and I got an achievement for beating 300 enemies with the action combat.
Take this.
That'll
Actually, I should probably check
Let's
the
hurry on
achievement
ahead.
rewards in a bit.
Here Let's keep moving ahead.
That looks like a nice chest.
Oh, a massive step boost.
This is it. Activate shards.
Maximum boost. Activating drive.
On yes.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating drive.
Initializing drive.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Here goes. Activating drive. Petra.
Here goes.
Give them your all. You're open. Give them your all.
Nice. That went great.
You did great, man.
Got you. Attacking target. They're down. There.
Have some more.
Here's our chance.
Activating skill. Here's some extra.
Ah, these figures look excellent.
You kicked some real tail, Catherine.
Got you.
Now to wipe them out.
I can live with this. You are a great help on yes. There.
Okay. Is there any more side paths? There's a lot of side paths here. Okay, this area is a lot bigger than I thought.
Commence combat.
I think this is like the longest abandoned road we've seen in the series.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
Okay, at the very least, it doesn't seem like there's many mandatory encounters here at least, so it's just a straight shot to the forts. The forts? The abandoned factory. And that's a blocked off point. Okay, so we'd need to take the side path anyway.
Still more.
We can win right now. You're exposed. Maximum boost.
On yes.
Right, round we go. Give me all your Sepith.
Let's get to work. One more.
Praise Arusha and the flames.
Good work, guys. We all in one piece?
Doing this dodge attack with Anya's feels so good to do. It really clears out these enemies super quickly.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Man, it's kind of... It makes Fairy's action combat style quite disappointing. You'd think she'd be the faster one, attacking-wise, but she's got so much end lag on all of her hits.
Attacking target. Maximum boost.
On yes!
Activated skill.
I'm going. Initializing drive.
Activating drive.
Flames.
There.
Petra. A chance.
Hit him fast, Barry.
On yes!
Activated skill.
Here goes.
You're open.
Go, Catra!
There we go.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
That was
Oh,
flawless,
I almost missed a treasure chest around here. That would have been embarrassing.
Beginning combat.
I'm going.
I'm on it.
Here goes.
This is it. Activate charge.
You're exposed. They're stunned. Maximum boost.
On yes!
Activated skill.
Here goes.
You're open.
Hit him fast, Barry. Have some more.
Here's our chance.
There we go. I won't stop here. I'm stronger than ever.
Right, so what's hidden down here?
Be careful. That thing looks mean.
Let's get to work.
Ideally we keep both of these.
Calm and work through it.
Whoops. Both of these enemies together. So then we can just bombard them with as many arts as we can. Straight afterwards. Hang on. No, come on. This way, follow me.
We need to be
Oh, shoot.
cautious.
Got your number.
I won't lose.
Ooh, okay, this is dangerous.
This'll do the trick.
Alright, well, priority number 1, Agnes needs healing.
We need help.
You saved me.
You'll pay for that.
Right, I'm just gonna have Van use his S-Craft because Ferry's got the boost plus.
Certain arts will work again on your own.
Time for the main event. Get down.
Escape route secure.
Make it count.
Activating skill.
Here's Guardian Flame. Slice them up. Yes.
Maximum boost.
Activating drive.
Dispatching shield.
That's far enough.
Initiating drive.
On yes.
Activating skill.
A chance.
Full boost. Go all out.
There.
Activating skill.
Dispatching shield.
There.
Petra. A chance.
Maximum boost. Dispatching shield.
On yes.
Wow, Van's not getting another turn at this rate, with how much he's being delayed. Oh, you know what? Oh wait, we can still vandalize
Boost
raid
would work
anyway.
here. Activating skill.
Flames within me. Destroy.
I might as well do that just to finish this off.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Nice. Moving on up.
I leveled up.
Adjustment complete.
Oh, do I not have cast 2 on Agnes?
Adjustment complete.
Really? I don't have... Okay, and I've got no spare cast 2s. Oh, well, okay, that's something we need to resolve when we find a
Engaging enemy.
gold dormant station.
Now, let's make the first move.
Attacking target.
They're down.
Activating skill.
By the heavens. Here. I can live with this. You are a great helper, yes? Now, let's make the first move. They're stunned.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
It should be safe for now.
Nice job, Agnes. Looks like the gang's all here. Huh? Looks like a chest. Now, let's finish the job.
Everyone, move in. They're stunned. Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Make it count.
Activating skill.
Over here. All for you. Go, Ketra!
Now's your chance to boost. Initiating drive. A boost would work here. Energy output at maximum.
Make it count!
Going all in.
On yes!
Hit him fast, Barry.
Petra! Activating skill. Here goes. There! I can live with this. You are a great help on yes.
Oh, Rot 2. Okay, that is absolutely new. That is going on to Van then. Or should I put Defense 3 instead? That significantly boosts the Earth value. Even more so. Now we'll put on Rot 2. We don't need that much Earth on the bottom line. Although Topaz Rain can be replaced with whatever synergizes with Earth in the EX line. I guess we could throw in HP there. So, well, Van can at least get some starting regen. So he don't have to go into... And also, yeah, that'll help him tank better.
Adjustment complete. Switching to maintenance mode. That's a single element slot.
Right, I'm just going to replace the CP1 with the Defense 3. Yeah, maximize the value we can get out of those single element slots. Alright, now we just need to make our way around to the factory zone proper.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Engaging enemy!
Next!
There's still more!
And there it is. It's looking quite big. Silhouette-wise, it's kind of similar to the Sun Fort. I know now we've got archaisms roaming about this part. Well, sure is an abandoned factory, alright. Yeah, it looks really old. Oh gosh, that's shining even brighter than before, wow. Must mean the other Genesis is being used as we speak. Which from all we know about the Professor's research means we need to hurry. Right, let's find a way to infiltrate the building. Can't we just go through the front door? That looks like the entrance. Oh wait, never mind. We'd have to take a roundabout route.
Engaging enemy!
Now, let's make
Maximum boost.
Oh, yes!
Activating skill.
Here's our chance. Rah! Rah!
No! Perfect chance! Ha! Yeah! There we go! Hey, that one felt pretty good. You did wonderful, Fairy.
Huh, looks like a chest.
Blue medal prevents blind. And I think that had an arts boost on it as well. Oh, and this Grail Locket needs to go to Van, and then we could put the Grail Ring on someone else. Blue medal, Arts plus 20, prevents blind, fear, and burn. No, you will keep the sun lamp and the marble bracelet. Anya, we just don't want Anya's to be muted. Oh, okay, Katra needs some accessories. Well, then he can take the blue medal then. That does also mean we should give him some... something to boost his... yeah, give him mute immunity. Yeah, we'll just throw on the yellow medal for good measure. Okay, and we're replacing this gladiator headband with the macho belt. 50 craft points every turn is huge. And if we're going to be spamming crafts with anyone, it's probably Van, ideally.
Deploying charm.
Oh, it wasn't stunned? Oh, great.
Maximum boost.
Pull out all the stops.
And there's no cheeky way for me to
Keep your guard up.
Umbra Cracker all of them. Alright, we'll just sell for these two at the back.
Activating drive.
Activating skill.
There we go. We're down. Perfect chance.
Have some more.
Ha!
Oh, yes!
Activating skill.
A chance. This'll hurt.
It's over.
Nice.
Ooh, a
That went
treasure
great.
chest.
You did great, Van.
Maximum boost.
Oh, yes!
Activating skill.
Here's our chance.
Activating skill.
Oh, these figures look excellent.
You kicked some real tail, Katra.
Actually, Katra's sounding a lot happier in these post-fight victory quotes now. Yeah, Katra has really opened up to us real quick.
Commencing combat.
Ooh, a treasure chest. Let's go.
this position, no. Umbral Cracker is not going to hit all of them, unfortunately.
Activating skill. You're open.
Go, Catra!
Initiating drive. Activating skill. Perfect chance.
Sucker!
Praise Arusha and the flames.
You were a great help, Fairy.
Be careful. That thing looks mean.
Oh, yes it does. Those pincer-looking things are looking fully charged at all times.
Stay calm and deal with it.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Uh-oh. Oh, we've aggroed more than I intended. That's fine.
Stay calm and deal with it.
Oh, this is unusual. Split Catra is stuck off in the corner over there.
I'll get them all at once. Maximum boost.
This is still okay, though.
Activating skill.
Okay, that frees up Van, who was stuck in the middle of all of them.
This'll hurt.
It's over. Here's our chance.
Now energy output at activating skill.
Have some more.
Perfect chance. Activating skill. Yeah. There we go. A chance. Activating drive. Yes. Activating skill.
A chance.
There.
Hit him fast.
Activating skill. Yeah. There we go. Catra. Activating skill.
Have some more.
Oh, these figures look excellent.
That was flawless, Catra.
Oh gosh, and if the outside is this big, then what about the interior? Oh my goodness.
Maximum boost. Activating drive.
Sucker.
On yes.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
You're open.
Go, Catra.
Activating skill. There we go.
On yes.
Oh dear, and we've run out of EP on Anya's.
On yes.
Wow, that lasted for quite a while.
Activating skill. Here goes. Activating skill.
Have some more.
Activating skill. Hey, that one felt pretty good.
You did perfect, Fairy.
No enemies.
Well then, there's no healing stations nearby, so I'll just make use of the absurd amount of EP charge ones we have.
Oh, looks like a chest.
Yep, a chest with shield 3. Yeah, I'll just keep that in the inventory for the time being. Let's check the front door.
Locked. We can't get in this way.
Then let's find another way. Theo, we'll need your assistance.
Okay, and there's our final destination.
Understood.
Yeah, let's get these two at once, shall we?
drive. Energy output at full throttle.
Let's see some of Catra's.
This'll do the trick.
Yes. Oh, Catra can also bring up shields.
It's working.
Oh, that's very convenient, actually, especially with Risette's out of the picture, too.
This'll do the trick.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Optical cannon.
There.
On yes. Oh, these figures look excellent.
That was flawless, Catra.
Commencing combat. Maximum boost. Activated skill.
Shine. Control ray. I can live with this.
Nice job, Agnes.
Alright, in we go!
I believe
Into
we
the
found our
factory
way in.
proper.
Shall we?
Don't have to ask me twice.
Beginning combat.
Ah, shoot! Ah, great!
You won't get away with this.
A boost would work here.
Man, I get that stun and then Anya's, while in her animation lock, gets knocked down. Oh well, at least she activated stealth in time.
Going all in.
Okay, you know what? Just to start off with.
Activating skill.
Here's Guardian Blade. Slice them up. Bleached. There. Give them your all.
Brace yourself.
Boost gauge limiter
Boom.
unlocked.
Wow, Van really refunded a lot of his craft points back with that.
Let's get to work.
We can win right now. We're down. There. You're open. Mary. Yeah. No.
Actually, comparing the factory interior right now to the map, it feels a little small.
Fairy. This is it. Activate charge.
Wait, really? Is this it to is this all there is to the factory? Ryan, can we open the door from the back? No, we can't.
This looks like a stopping point. Just what I needed.
Right then, we should
Maintenance mode
prioritize.
activated.
Hang on. Is this a single element slot? It looks like it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, actually, wait. We opened the last of Agnes's slots. So then that maximizes her EP pool. And I wanna open Risette slots, but right now that's not gonna be worthwhile, since we're not gonna be using her in Chapter 4's finale here. I guess we can open up another Catra slot. Now, you know what, I'll just save my quartz. My Sepith.
Adjustment complete.
Right, and so what defensive options do we have here? Seraphic Force. Resist with 1 HP, receive a medium HP EP CP heal when KO'd. That is super useful, actually. Needs water and space on the defensive line. So where do we have EP cut 3? We have it on EX line. Can we make hit 3? No, we can't. Not yet. Not yet. Very unfortunate. Actually, is that EX... Is that EP cut even contributing to anything in particular? Mystical Start 2. Can we do that a bit more cheaply? We can with hit 2, so we'll make another one of those.
Adjustment complete.
And then the Citrine Ring,
New
replace it with
confirmed.
EP Cut 3. And what did the Citrine Ring do again? Or it's when HP is low. Okay, no, never mind. No, don't need that. Don't need that at all. Okay, so we need the 12 space, we just need the 6 water. Which Shield 3 provides, conveniently enough.
New skill confirmed.
Maintenance mode engaged.
Right, if there's anyone who needs a big update into their quartz setup, it's definitely Ferry here.
That one's a single element slot. That one's a single element slot.
Although I don't even know where I want to go with her right now. Because even with all these attack ups, she's not really dealing much damage. She's more of a hit booster for everyone. At the very least, her arts line, we should try and get Arc Feather active on it too.
That one's a single element slot.
Alright, let me make another Mind 2 for her then.
Switching to engaged. That one's a single element slot. Shard skills updated.
And the other element we needed was wind. We could go all the way to 6 wind. Do we have a 3? We have a strike 3. Oh, actually, we could easily get Ferry to Judgment Feather there.
Shard skills updated. Shard skills updated.
We just need to open her last arts slot. Do we have enough? No, I spent a little too many, unfortunately. We can farm outside, but I think we'll just stick with this setup for the time being. We can sort that out in the next chapter.
Just what I needed.
And Aaron, I'm not even gonna bother right now. Right, so is this the finale already? We got here a little quick. Oh, yep, there's Olympia and Melchior, right? Right over there. Alright, here we go. And they're very slow. Oh, they're at 80%. I thought that said that 0.01%.
We came looking for.
0.01%.
The one that would have formed part of the twin core system. It's presumably been connected directly to the septium vein, granting it the ability to pull resources from all over the region. I doubt even cutting it off from the net would stop what's already begun. I can't believe he made such a system.
It does sound like it wasn't easy, that's for sure. My man poured a lot of sweat and blood into this. Color me impressed you managed to find this place. That's some excellent sleuthing, Arkride Solutions.
I am also rather impressed that you did so without your Marduk concierge.
Nothing to it. We could smell the stench of your filthy scheme from 1,000 Selge away.
Besides, we didn't do it without Risette. She's right here with us, in spirit.
I did not intend for my statement to cause offense.
Still, this development wasn't exactly in the cards. What are your thoughts, Professor?
A most tedious turn of events indeed. Why must you insist upon hindering my research?
Because you're making nukes.
No, I know the answer. You simply cannot stand the fact that I'm about to surpass your dear teacher's achievements.
No, I think Hamilton probably knew how to make nukes. She just chose not to. I'm pretty sure anyone related to Professor Epstein knew how to make nukes, considering they can make the Genesis, like, so.
But the
work like so.
completion of this most supreme formula is nigh. My grand ambition realized, humanity will leap forward into a new future. I will thank you not to interfere.
Oh, Professor.
We're up against a super advanced AI that replicates one of the greatest minds in the country. Now that he's not held back by his body, he doesn't even need to rest. He can work at full capacity at all times.
Well, until someone pulls the plug on his computer.
This might be worse than that computer from 1.5 years ago. At least that one didn't have a genius's brain in it.
And all of this is made possible by that green Genesis.
Well, okay, so Van says, but considering Elysium was pulling in random crap from even different timelines,
all of this to try
I
and
think that was
create
way more
weapons of
threatening.
pure evil.
Dear, oh dear, young lady. Do try and see the big picture here. Military research has been a force that drives scientific development and civilization advancement since the dawn of its time. Our orbital communications technology and the airships we rely on are both fine examples of that. Oh, the nuclear weapons I seek to create will one day help bring about peace.
As a deterrent, mostly.
Both is part
After
of a larger
people
puzzle
figure out
in
the actual
creating
damage nukes
energy
can deal.
sources far more efficient than modern orbital energy. And as a true deterrent to erase war for good, none would dare be the first to pull the trigger when every country has nuclear weapons.
Oh, okay, Callaghan actually thought that out a bit. A bit.
Yep, he's sure as hell gone off the rails.
Yeah, well, there's a big issue with his current development, and that's the nukes are getting to Almata's hands first.
Even if all that happens, all you're gonna spread across the world is fear. That ultimate weapon created in Crossbell 1.5 years ago was built on the same logic. So if that reasoning had anything to it, why didn't that pave the way to peace first?
Don't compare my most noble research to that product of mere coincidence.
Please stop, Professor. We've heard enough. There are lines no researcher or engineer should cross. Human experimentation, biological weapons, brainwashing and mind control, gene editing. Manipulating the atomic structure of matter through fusion reactions risks creating energy beyond our control. We already have a stable energy source in the form of orbital energy. There's no need to dabble with something so risky. That was why the Institute decided to ban researching it. And other colleagues in workshops abroad followed suit. How could you do this when you are the one who taught me all of that?
Read!
All pretty words, but a desire to taste the forbidden fruit is what makes us human, is it not? The magicians of the Dark Ages didn't let taboos get in their way. Going back further, you even have events like the Great Collapse, painting how wild the times were.
And don't forget the alchemists who bided their time to make their grand plan go into fruition during... once they... consider it... Yeah, the alchemists, they freaking took control of basically the country's... the continent's finances, mostly, for a certain period of time.
Tell me, is it fun forcing your own sense of morality upon everyone else?
You're twisting my words. It's true that science and engineering are about learning to understand the laws that govern this world. But our goal is to do that as the humans we are at our core. We don't achieve anything by casting aside our humanity. The relationships we've made, the society we've built. If we do that, then the entire foundation that inspires our search crumbles. That's why we have to draw a line in the sand. It's the only thing standing between the noble ambitions of those in our field and the heinous abyss that awaits those who cross it.
Those were Professor Hamilton's. What idiocy. Your reasoning is as naive as hers.
If you really think so little of Catra, why did you call him?
I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Please, stop this. They want my...
Just before becoming an AI, you were filled with regret, weren't you? You wished you'd never gotten involved with the Mafia, and been compelled to cross a line no human should. After so much mental anguish, you regained your senses, and realized just how far you'd gone. You tried to fight back against them, didn't you?
What nonsense. I would never...
That call does make a lot more sense when viewed in that light. But there was no resisting this, and the conversion went ahead anyway, leaving only an empty vessel behind. I ain't got a clue if you even remember your last words after what happened to you. But if you're a recreation of the real Professor Callaghan, surely you can at least understand them. I can't imagine someone so beloved by many, who even rivaled Professor Hamilton, couldn't.
Man, Agnes.
Are you done? This is getting rather tedious. Congrats on spouting baseless speculation to the last word, all without a shred of hard evidence to back it up. It's going to take a lot more than that.
Well, yeah,
to sway
the actual
someone who
person we need to
cast
ask is
aside
dead.
The very shackles of mortality. Oh, it's no skin off my back if you decide to just throw up your hands and give up now. If you no longer care about the government casting you aside, or getting revenge on that impertinent Professor Cronkite, or achieving the ultimate honor of surpassing the likes of LaToya Hamilton, of Claude Epstein even. If you're set on forgetting it all, of rendering all your effort, sacrifice, and humiliation for nothing, I won't stop you.
Damn, such a twisted motivator Melchior is.
You must be joking, Melchior. My resolve will never falter. Not when the answer I have dreamed of for so long is close at hand.
Damn, such a twisted partnership.
No, I would damn myself before I ever thought to back down. I will not let all I've suffered be for naught.
Professor.
Yeah, well, for an AI, he's really fallen into the sunk cost fallacy there with his research.
We almost got through to him.
That's fine. Just means we're doing this the hard way.
At the very least, we need to get that evil imp out of his ear.
Yeah, then we might finally be able to have a proper talk with the guy.
You're surprisingly cocky for a group that struggled before you were a man down. Think I'll break out the big guns. I wouldn't want to disappoint.
Then I will release my first limiter as well. Ishtanti, engage Dominatus mode.
Right, they're fighting us semi-seriously now.
Sure bodes well for us.
Well, we ain't turning back now. Time to settle the score.
Right. For Risette too.
With me, Theo, Zeros. We're gonna put a stop to all this.
Understood, Catra.
Everyone, move in!
Now, leap into my loving embrace.
Engaging Dominatus mode.
Alright, Olympia moves first. Oh, that's quite a wide normal attack. Jeez.
Now's your chance to boost.
Time to go all out.
Initiating drive.
Got a present for you.
You won't get away with this.
No, we don't want to be anywhere near
Boost would work
those.
here.
This'll hurt.
A chance!
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Ready when you are.
Full boost. Go all out.
Ah, great. Why did I have to set Van as the center of the crit buff? Oh well, this will have to do for now.
Over here! All for you!
A chance.
Maximum boost.
Time to go all out. No, you don't.
Let's get serious.
Okay, Van got marked.
Activating skill. Dispatching shield.
Yeah.
Do your worst. I'll round them up and scatter them.
Pull out all the stops!
I just keep stacking those buffs.
You'll pay for that.
Okay, Melchior still doesn't want to blow the bombs up. That's
This'll
good.
hurt. Got a whole slew of them.
Good luck. Activating
Time for
skill.
the main event. Vandalize! Raid!
Activating skill. Boost gauge clear unlocked.
Ooh, that really comboed well.
Over here, you little demon.
Right, I don't think I need to set up shields just yet then. With how well this is going so far.
Here's our chance.
Keep it up. It's working.
Going all in.
Energy output at full throttle.
Do we need to deplete all their HP down at once? Or do we still need to just get their HP down by half? If it's just by half, then... Oh, you know what? We might as well just go all the way. Alright, sure.
Activating
Let's go, Zeros. Lance mode activate. Degama driver.
Boost gauge
going.
limit exceeded. Activating
Oh, we
skill.
actually froze Melchior too. Sweet.
Lance
this! Degama Driver! Don't go down easy, do you?
You are stronger than anticipated.
Boost gauge limit exceeded.
Full boost. Go give them your all.
Brace yourself!
Alright, this might do enough damage that we might be able to get Fairy to do her S-Craft too, just before they get their turn. Oh yeah, we got it. Oh my goodness, and Van got enough craft points back to be able to do another one. Sweet.
Activating skill.
It's the end of the line. You're finished. Take this.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Starting to irritate me.
Okay, the only downside is that if there's any more battles after this, then...
I'm stronger than ever.
Well, we're very low on craft points.
We did it.
How's that, you psycho?
Oh, you'll pay dearly for that!
They are more synchronized this time. We must respond in kind.
Now's my chance to...
What?
Shit!
Get down.
Oh, they've got a sniper! Oh, what the?
When did you arrive?
Oh, Ren to the rescue.
Not a moment too soon, it would seem. Is everyone all right? Ren?
Hell of an entrance. Well, here's a big player I didn't expect. Last I'd heard, you retired.
Oh no,
So what
she's just
brings
enjoying
the Society
school.
of Ouroboros' former enforcer number 15 here?
What?
An enforcer? Like the direwolf? I'll thank you very kindly not to bring up a lady's buried past before an audience, Overseer. I didn't want to turn up uninvited, but you didn't leave me much choice. Not when you have opted to deploy such an underhanded trick where my friends were headed. That outline looks eerily like a...
Oh, that's very
Should've
similar to
known.
a Soldat. And it's taken the Genesis for itself. Next-gen humanoid mobile weapon, assault frame Xycres.
a humanoid robot!
It's an assault frame! So this is where all those missing parts ended up.
And it put the Genesis in its chest, too.
Why can't you just be silent and leave me to my work?
That sounds like...
Couldn't be. Professor Callaghan?
Wait, so is Callaghan just within the Genesis itself?
I am so close to perfecting the divine formula I seek. So stop with your incessant meddling!
I guess the difference this has to the Soldat is that this is autonomous.
Crap.
Purely
So he's
autonomous.
inside that thing now?
I'll keep these two out of your way. You focus on the assault frame.
Have it your way.
Well, lucky us. I'm sure you'll be a real ball.
Ren!
She'll be fine. We need to focus on the job at hand. Cutting edge as this thing is, looks like they were sloppy in putting it together. Focus on the back of the joints. We gotta force it to the ground so we can get the Genesis out.
Right!
Yep, well, there's all those craft points. Although, thankfully, we do get a starting S-boost to help out.
Going all in.
Initiating drive.
you on.
Initializing drive.
Okay, thankfully that didn't impede at all. Right, we'll set up shields this time at least. Well, okay, those didn't last long. Oops.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Time to go all out.
Actually, yeah, now would be a good time to boost. Anya's getting the boost plus anyway.
Keep it up. It's working. Give him your all. Here's some extra.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Use the Alahabasna. Ketra.
Pull out all the stops.
Initiating drive. Maximum boost.
You
I
say
owe you one.
no, you don't.
On yes!
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Keep your guard up.
Flames. Full boost. Go all out. Keep it up. It's working. Time to go all out. Activating skill. You're open.
Here goes.
Give him your all.
Brace yourself. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limited
Dispatching
unlock.
shield.
Xycres activated. Here goes.
Maximum boost. Dispatching shield.
Oh, Fairy might kick the bucket here. Okay, no.
Bring it on.
Just barely alive. Barely.
Keep your guard
All
up.
out.
Pulverize all of you.
Flames protect us.
Van's lost aggro. Okay, in that case, we won't boost just
Keep your
yet.
guard up.
Stay fast. Take this. Go, Ketra.
This'll do the trick.
Going all in.
Let's see. Do I want to do
This'll do the
satellite
trick.
Q? No, I want to set up the plus code, but
It's working. Time to go all out.
Going
no, we
all
need the
in.
healing most right now,
On yes!
especially for Fairy.
Activating skill.
You say
Thanks, Tal.
do your worst.
Okay, Fairy's been muted, but that
Boost would
doesn't
work
matter
here.
too much.
Energy output at maximum.
Good luck.
Actually, it does matter quite a bit. Although we've got Flaming Prayer still for her.
Use the Alahabasna.
Dispatching shield.
we'll keep Fairy healed up.
Thanks, though.
Energy output at maximum.
Okay, Insight's not really helping us dodge any of these attacks, at least not that by that much, so... no, don't bother with the Forte. Van's already capped out.
Going all in.
Oh well, we'll still keep Insight up anyway.
Here's our chance.
Good luck. Initiating drive.
Okay, buff up Agnes's crit rate.
Bring it on.
Full boost. Go all out.
Here goes.
Full boost. Go all out.
I think this turn I'll have Fairy use up some food. Might as well get some more gourmet points while we have the opportunity as well. Right, so what's the highest healing stuff we have right now? Arts damage up, damage up. No. Let's go with a damage resistance boost.
Here's our chance.
Okay, we can finally have Silesian set up the shields. Alright, how close do we need to be? There we go.
Blacklist code. Activate. Bam.
You're open.
Stop right there.
Stay where you are.
Oh yes.
Perfect chance. Good luck. Blaze. Breathe on to us. Deploying shield. I won't lose.
Oh, wait. Whoa, why does Laplace code give 4,000 shield? What the heck? That's pretty cheap.
Maximum boost.
Pull out all the stops.
Activating drive.
Pull out all the stops.
This'll hurt.
Well, I should have started with that if I knew that'd be the case. Wow.
Sucker. They're stunned. Make it count.
Oh, wow, okay. Callaghan's recovered from that way too quickly.
Good luck. Initiating drive.
Like hell you are.
There.
Oh yes.
Activating skill.
Yeah.
You
I owe you one. There.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Alright, this is a good time to double vandalize raid.
Here goes.
Oh yeah, 16k in a single hit. Sweet.
Time for the main event.
Oh, no 2 times damage bonus, but we'll take what we can get.
Getting on my nerves.
Like, surprisingly, Callaghan is pretty fast.
A chance!
Maximum boost. Activating skill.
Shine! Control ray! Dead!
Right, now we just let Van build up his craft points again.
This'll hurt!
Stay where you are.
That's far enough!
Right, nope, we need Laplace code active again.
Lapis code. Activate! There!
Seriously though, 4,000 shield. That's so easy to recover from. Okay, no point in having insight anymore.
Pulverize all of you.
Have some more. A chance. This'll hurt.
Make it count!
Activating skill! You're open! No, you don't!
Firing cannon.
I won't lose!
Maximum boost.
Activating drive!
Energy output at full throttle.
Pulverize all of you.
Let's go with Thanatos Jail.
Initiating drive.
Oh, yes!
Activating skill.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We've got a lot of turns to quite a few zero arts turns here to make good use of.
Perfect chance!
Okay, which one of these will deal the higher hit count? I think out of these two, it's Flare Squall, probably.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Right, and then I'm gonna use Van's S-Craft because that might be enough to get the stun.
Time for the main event.
And I'm not gonna use Elysians because there might still be more encounters afterwards.
Activating drive! Petra!
Activating skill.
Do your worst!
Okay, there goes the shields, but it's not gonna matter much at this point. Callaghan's almost done.
Good luck!
Sucker.
Here's some extra!
All you on, yes.
Here's a little more.
Dispatching shield.
That's far enough!
Activating skill.
There we go!
Ooh, okay. That's gotta be all now, right?
Stop moving!
Unless there's like a phase 2 to this.
How do you like us now?
That was quite the performance.
No. It looks like we're only just getting started.
Oh, joy! Okay. Makes sense because we're nowhere near 4 hours into the stream yet.
What?
The Genesis!
It's drawing energy directly out of the Septium veins.
Oh, yep, we're in for a round 2, and it's even stronger now.
Damn it! Get back, kiddos!
I will complete my formula, and there is no one who can hope to stop
Oh wait,
me!
this might be the Grendel's time to shine. Oh yeah, this is a very Grendel situation. Oh, and we don't have Risette to support this time. Ooh.
Mare! You and me have got to have a talk, buddy. This happens every time now. You're doing it on purpose, aren't you?
Nope, you can blame the writers, Mare.
There you are. Come on, up to it. Let's go.
I can't believe you.
What is this space? And that hollow is...
Not another peculiar catalyst. Well, I guess it's not a big deal. Will you bear the nightmare, or...
Like I'm gonna say no.
Wow.
Finish my line?
Hey, Van didn't want you to finish it.
Sure, well, the Grendel's all yours.
Oh, even I got surprised when the inputs showed up before Mare finished. Well, at least Van's still in control.
Alright, here we go.
So that's it.
There it is.
A real sight, huh? I get a rush every time I see it. But it might have met its match with an enhanced giant robot.
What am I seeing? Is that Van?
We'll explain later. Right now, he needs our support.
Oh, the hairs are looking a lot more yellow than usual. Oh yeah, the tips are yellow. Wait, has the Grendel been undergoing changes as we've been beating the demons along the way? Okay, so what has he learned this time? Limited Blaster. Which does... inflicts damage down, and it costs CP. Okay, that helps with the combos.
Don't hold back, Dan. Time to go all out.
Well, hopefully it's got a high hit count to go along with it. Anyways, we definitely need the aggro first of all. Okay, 5 hits on the laser.
You're screwed now!
Boost gauge limiter removed.
What? Wow, we've barely even touched this. Van's already removed so much of its HP. Wow, okay, this is gonna be an even easier battle than the one in Chapter 3. Okay, Anya's is going to be out of this, but that won't matter too much because the van should have the aggro. And, well, Anya's got stealth anyway, so this is fine. Not gonna lie, I actually forgot about the Grendel fight for this chapter. Almost forgot, you know, there's a pattern to all these chapters, you know.
Make it count.
Alright then, so if we want to maximize the damage with Van, I guess we need Mortal Raid to boost, reduce its resistance. Although right now we need, yeah, I'd rather have another
Make it count.
Regal beatdown setup. Yeah, we'll just go 2 Rapid Onslaught and then Limited Blaster.
I'm going.
Initiating drive.
Right, to maximize everyone's crit rates. Anya just keeps casting Umbral Cracker.
Activated skill. Here goes.
Ferry, let's see if we can reduce the Callaghan's defense. And indeed we do. That's very perfect for Van. Alright, so... Oh, he's still 1 craft points off from another Regal beatdown. What a shame.
Make it count. That's far enough.
Okay, shields back up. Don't think it's necessary considering how much HP Callaghan has left.
Maximum boost.
Actually, wait, no, we need the Grendel boosted. Alright, time to take out another quarter of its HP. Oh, you know what? No, take out the rest of its HP, sure. Yeah, this was by far the easiest Grendel fight thus far.
I leveled up.
Damn, too bad Risette missed out on all the EXP here. Receive the Garp Hollow Core. Alright, so I guess this is the end of this chapter then. And there we go, the Genesis is ours. Ooh, just in time.
We did it. Huh.
That was incredible!
Stealing shit like a pro.
Hey, I guess it's part of Spriggan's duty at times, you know?
What are you doing? Why did it stop? There was only 0.03% left to go. I was so close!
Oh, I'm sure you could still pull out the remaining processing power
Callaghan.
somewhere to get that last bit.
So that's what a Genesis can do, as well as his.
I cannot help but feel mildly fascinated.
All that hard work up in smoke. The boss isn't going to be very happy. I hope you have a plan to make up for this.
Melchior, do something, please! There is only 0.03% remaining. If it doesn't finish, all of this was for...
An unfortunate situation indeed. So, how does it feel? How does it feel to know your research, your entire life, was just rendered meaningless? You tried so hard, even throwing away your humanity. But an incomplete work is nothing but worthless garbage.
Damn,
So how
even
does
now
it feel?
Melchior is savoring this.
Tell me!
This sadistic bastard.
It's too bad. He would have been much harder to break, but maybe I should have turned my charms on Professor Cronkite instead.
How can someone be so evil?
You have wasted enough time mocking him, Melchior. The police embracers are almost here. It is about time we left.
Oh, true. I suppose we should.
Target sighted!
What the? Just what happened here?
Au revoir. We will be taking our leave now. But we will have our revenge for all the time you've made us waste here.
Really? You genuinely wanted the nukes? Well, actually, that's at least one good thing. We prevented nukes from appearing in Zemuria for the time being.
It's no good. I can't stop the system from falling apart. I can't reconnect it to the orbital net or another energy source either. Supporting such an advanced AI is just too heavy a burden.
But that means he'll...
Well, he deserved it. There were so many times he could have pulled back from doing all this, but well...
I'm so sorry. The Genesis isn't reacting to anything anymore.
It's not your fault, Agnes. There must be a way. I'm just not seeing it.
It's fine, Salesian. I'm just paying the price for my foolishness. I crossed the line that should never be crossed, and tried to realize a weapon of pure evil. I allowed myself to be led astray. I have no one to blame but myself.
But... Professor!
I am moved by how much you care for me, even after all I've done. Perhaps you are the right person to entrust with this task after all.
What task?
At this rate, I will have failed as a researcher and died for nothing at all. So, please, don't let this all have been in vain. I may have failed to perfect the formula needed for fusion, but I discovered many others in the process.
Oh, all these formulae.
I believe them to be, as of yet, undiscovered formulae with peacetime applications. Analyze this terminal after I am gone, and you may be able to secure them.
But, Professor, that...
It's not gonna be easy to make use of finds from a technological singularity.
That's putting it lightly. We're talking technology humanity wouldn't have reached on its own for decades. We'll need more than one genius around to make sense of it all.
I feared as much.
Well, there's plenty
Gramheart
around in
likely
the other
won't be
parts
able
of
to
Zemuria.
manage the task alone. If only there were one or two more like him around. If only she were here.
I wish I could tell you not to underestimate me, but I too know my limits.
You're...
young?
Cronkite,
I will refrain from commenting on all that transpired here. To we researchers, all that matters are results. However, you were able to catch a glimpse of something we all, at the very least, feel a small yearning for. That does have meaning.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
Well, all it cost was Callaghan's life.
My time here is at an end. I leave the rest to you and the many promising youths around us. May you forever remain on the forefront of Calvard's... no, the world's.
I will follow my own path, wherever it may lead me. Though I do intend to make some use of the formulae you leave us.
As do I. We won't let your work be in vain.
Whoa, Hamilton's returned. Wow.
What?
Who's that?
What very convenient timing.
The professor is back!
Professor Latoya Hamilton.
I'm home, Theo Zeros. I'm sorry for being away for so long, Catra.
Bran!
If it isn't Professor Latoya Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples.
Actually, yeah, imagine if all 3 of Epstein's disciples got their hands on the formula here.
In the flesh. I've never had the honor of seeing her in person before this.
We're probably near another technological revolution for
so glad we
Zemuria.
made it in time.
Even though it's already progressing at such a rapid pace regardless.
Callaghan. You damn fool.
Esmeralda, Xycres, and Professor Hamilton. I didn't know you were back.
I hurried back to Calvard as soon as I learned what was transpiring. It saddens me deeply to have to bid farewell to a fellow researcher and associate like this.
As someone who admired and sought to surpass you, those words mean more to me than you could ever know.
Rest assured that we will use what you have left us. Cronkite and I will see those formulae analyzed. We will all see to it, Esmeralda, Catra, your other assistants, and the artisans of Basel as well. You did so much to further the city's development and held it so dear. Now we will use our strength to nurture yours.
I'd like to believe that ZCF can help in some way too.
I see now. This is what I should have done all along.
Yeah, ask for help.
I feel like in my last moments, I've solved the most difficult formula of all. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Salesian. And thank you to all who stand with them. Now, I leave with no regrets.
Well, hope he enjoys his time in Gehenna.
Professor Callaghan.
May you find peace with Adios above.
Well, if Agios will let him get back in her embrace.
So that's how the pieces have fallen. Could we have made use of nuclear weapons? What do you think?
No. If anything, they are something that would put our very existence in danger. They're a forbidden weapon that renders all tactical analysis and strategy meaningless.
Yep, you just throw it in one place and boom! Well, okay. Oh. That's pretty much everything in that blast radius dead, and deader for the next few millennia.
That Almata has their eyes on them speaks of how much of a threat they really are.
Then we're agreed. Quite the unexpected development this was. Enough to pique the Society's interest as well. And now, we're to await Ms. Twining's return for the sake of our midterm goals.
I will provide all the support I can in the meantime.
Hey, at least the big bro is proud of their little sister. Right, and back we are in Edith. Gee, I wonder who's gonna join Arkride Solutions this time. Right, and that's a new food stall, as I recall, so we're definitely gonna need to go shopping there next time. To get whatever food they have.
Claims this formula will allow for a more efficient extraction of orbal energy from septium. Experts believe that the new discovery will have a significant impact on technological development in Zemuria going forward. This revolutionary breakthrough was made possible by the late Professor Callaghan as part of his last work.
They really pulled it off, didn't they?
Yeah, in no small part because of Ren and the rest of them. Sounds like the genius professor left Basel as soon as the work was done, though.
That CEO's gonna be in for a fun time now that he's lost 2 of his smartasses.
Maybe. But it sounds like this news has got Vern's shares shooting straight up.
Oh, it's time to buy.
Professor Hamilton's back for now, too, so he can probably breathe easy for a while.
I'd heard so much about her, but it was such a surprise to actually get to meet her. She's such an amazing lady. She really is. I couldn't agree more.
So you're Lilia's granddaughter.
Oh, they just bring that info out into the open now, huh?
You do resemble her, not just the way you look. I can see you also possess her kindness and strong spirit.
This is one of my great-grandfather's diaries.
This brings me back. I would catch him writing entries from time to time. Oh, this here. This one is about me, Gerhard, and Albert. I still remember that time like it was yesterday.
Well, I only met him once back when I was a youngster. It makes me nostalgic thinking back on it now.
I don't mean to interrupt your reminiscing, but those words toward the end are rather ominous. I can see why it inspired you to risk so much to collect the Genesees.
Yes.
Else all that we know will come to an end.
I can't imagine it's meant to be taken any way other than literally, especially when you consider how the Genesees have been used so far.
Yeah, I mean, one of them was almost was used to almost make a nuke. Like, that one alone could have caused the end of Zemuria, as we know it.
Yeah. The kind of shit they're capable of almost feels like a bad joke sometimes.
So far, we've managed to gather 5 of the 8 Genesees. But do you think it would be better if I left them in the hands of you and the other disciples? And yes.
No, I think there are too much for even us to handle. If they truly are experimental apparatuses that Professor Epstein somehow created to gauge the world, then, and this will sound rather unscientific of me, it's as if destiny willed them to be in your hands.
Damn, that really lines up with what Almata's done told us.
I plan to stay in Calvard for a while, so I'll get in contact with Albert and Gerhard about this. Fortunately, we happen to have someone else who knows both of them right here with us.
I'd be happy to serve as a mediator between all parties. We have much to discuss about the West Simuria Tech Union as well.
I will also do what I can to help Risette. Is everything still in order with regards to attaching Risette's new parts, Esmeralda?
As in order as can be. Our prospects were already bright with her being such a capable engineer, but with you, they'll be even brighter.
Me and the other artisans will be happy to pitch in with any precise adjustments, too. We'll see they aren't even a millerige off.
And I'll help too, of course.
I don't think we have anything to worry about with this many people on the case.
Oh yeah, we could really use our best employee back. One of our best employees.
Yes, it really is wonderful to see.
Well, can't say I give a damn about Marduk at the end of the day. Risette's a different story, though. She's one of the team. So take good care of her, if you don't mind.
I don't mind one bit. You said your name was Van, I believe. This may be a strange favor to ask, but I'd like you to look after my teacher's dear descendant. It would mean the world to me. And if you could please look after her young friends. But you were planning to do that even if I didn't ask, weren't you?
You got me. I'll do what I can to meet my obligation as their employer, at the very least.
Van.
We save his ass way more than he saves ours.
Yeah, right, Aaron. Yeah, right.
Is something wrong, Catra?
It's just... I'm so happy you're back. I am. But I wasn't able to do a thing in your absence. I feel like such a failure.
Catra.
You've been sleepwalking these past few days or something? We couldn't have dreamed of dealing with this whole mess without you. You are our guide through and through.
We never would have thought to go to that factory without you. And I doubt we could have gotten through to Professor Callaghan either. We owe everything to your efforts and perseverance. Plus, your orbital drones were a huge help.
You weren't too bad for someone who still looks and thinks like a kid.
Yeah, he really helped us nuke Melchior and Olympia into oblivion in that last
good job
fight.
in this one, or whatever.
Why do you always gotta be so far up your own ass?
See now? Not just anyone can be blessed with so many in their corner, you know.
Thank you.
Oh, Ren would
all you
know
have done
that
in
feeling
my
all
absence.
so well.
It's good to be home. I've missed you, Catra.
Yeah. But not half as much as I've missed you, Gran.
Oh, what a wonderful family reunion.
By the way, Agnes, did you manage to finish your report on your visitation to Basel? I most certainly did.
Okay, good. Agnes is still keeping up with her
The
homework
others
at
in my
least.
group helped a lot too, and we ended up receiving some very positive feedback from the school. Though I'm happy Ren was willing to cover up so much for me. No, happy isn't what I should be saying, is it?
The old fart's broken moral compass starting to rub off on you, huh?
I'm being careful not to go too far. I don't want to end up like Van.
Well, you'll get there one day if you keep hanging around him, Agnes.
Hey.
Oh, we're almost done with the roasted chestnuts.
I look forward to these every year. Their fragrance and soft texture really hammer home that fall is here.
And of course Van gets the last one.
Here you go again. Took the last of them too, you bastard.
What, you wanted one too, Aaron?
Don't worry, we have another batch. Hello, I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, hey.
Yay, our maid's back.
A lovely day to you all. I'm here to resume work once more.
Risette!
That's our maid. 3 o'clock on the dot.
You're all good now then?
I'm the picture of health, thank you. Professor Hamilton, her students, and many others took excellent care of me. My new artificial limbs are a vast improvement over my previous ones, even.
Oh, cool. Did you learn any new crafts in the meantime, then?
I can see I've had you all very worried. I'm so very sorry.
Oh, Risette, of course we were worried. We're so glad to have you back. Welcome home, Risette.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
We've got a solid chunk of work that's been piling up, including managing the pay coming in from our last job. You got time to help me out with it right now?
All the time in the world. Oh, but first...
Yes, and ferry located.
Yo?
Whoa! The hell?
Zeros?
Down, Zeros. And come back here, Theo.
Petra, what are you doing here?
He came along to make sure everything was how it should be after all the work that was done on me. Though he has something else he wishes to discuss in addition to that.
Ah, bringing his resume.
It's a bit cramped, but there's a wired connection to the orbital network here at least. I should be able to work in this environment.
What?
Don't tell me.
Another unwarranted employee
That's right.
to Arkride Solutions.
I'm going to be helping out around here for a while. I'll admit that Professor Hamilton may have been the one to recommend it, but the final decision was mine.
Okay, well, Professor Hamilton is one hell of a reference, at least.
All of you remarkably captured my interest during our time together. Not just because of Agnes's Genesis, but because of that Grendel and Mare, too.
I suppose no one can blame you for that.
I'm also concerned on a broader level. Basel doesn't appear to be the only place where criminals are misusing tech for nefarious purposes. So I think Arkride Solutions is going to need its own technical advisor, don't you?
Wow, how convenient that such a position doesn't exist here yet. Although, to be fair, Risette kind of fills in that role to a T, but I guess it would be nice if the roles were divvied up a bit more, weren't they?
Actually, a good point.
A very good point. While I am well versed in modern technology, my field is software, not hardware.
And cool, here's another hire that wasn't talked to
Those
with
black
Van.
and silver thingies would be good backup in a fight, too. What's it gonna be, Chief?
Screw it. What's one more at this point? I'll introduce you to our landlords later.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to working here.
Oh, but Risette, Catra, you've got to try the roasted chestnuts. They're super soft and sweet. I'll go and make some more coffee for us, too.
Well, this is a pretty quick end to the day. Oh, wait, no, there's more. The Revolutionary Memorial Museum, same time at the Van Tail District. So the next district we get to explore, huh?
You served me well in Basel.
Oh, and there's the president.
We could have had quite the crisis on our hands if events had been allowed to play out as our foes wanted.
Thank you, sir. Though I believe most of the credit goes to our agent in the field and the Principality's representatives. I will admit that I did not anticipate you hiring Marduk to act when they did, however.
They will do whatever you ask so long as the price is right. It makes them rather convenient in times like these.
Basically less rough Jaegers.
There are advantages to their being a neutral organization beholden to no government, even if using their services requires an objective mindset. I imagine you can see their merits as well, Professor Cronkite.
I do. At least they are competent, unlike a certain superior of mine that I could name.
I don't disagree. The time is long past due for Vern to appoint a new CEO. We can maintain the status quo as long as Professor Hamilton remains in the Republic. But as soon as she departs, we will indeed make the necessary arrangements.
Wow, rest in peace to the current CEO then.
I see no issue with that timeline.
President Roy Gramheart himself.
Now,
we
as
finally get to see
previously
him.
Agreed, I think it's about time you got to work. After all, this project will bring about massive change to the Republic, to the entire world. Nothing will be the same after the Republican Army's Zeku space base is completed and in operation.
They're going to space? Whoa! Well, first of all, how do they plan to pierce through the barrier in the sky? Alright, there we go. There's the achievement for Chapter 4. Main for SPG. Trip to Basel complete. Received 14,000 Mira. Of something. Of something. And...
Those are impressive results.
65 SP.
Then I'll update
and
your rank.
jumps us to B+. Okay, we're getting very close to the final few ranks now.
I'll gladly take that.
Right, and we get the Nebulous Arts Driver and the Lore Holocore.
Can't complain with that.
Oh, we actually completed everything. Sweet. Oh yeah, this chapter's been way faster than the previous
this
ones.
This is embarrassing.
And Katra's still the MVP? Really? The Employee of the Month? What? Does Anya's ever get a chance of being Employee of the Month? At all? It's like, is there some sort of special criteria I'm missing here? Like, I barely use Quattro, no?
Catra Elysian. Together with Fio and Zeros, I'll do whatever I can to assist.
Recruited. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'm not going to get Anya's as an MVP before the game ends at this rate. Alright, Quattro has joined Arkride Solutions. Well, that was a pretty good end to Chapter 3. We prevented Callaghan from bringing nukes to the entirety of Zemuria's military arsenal. Although it's not exactly like the worst thing that could have been developed by someone in this continent. Honestly, I'm pretty sure a lot of the orbital devices orbital artifacts have dealt significantly more damage over the last few games. Anyways, that's it for Chapter 4 then. So next week we will be going over Chapter 5, whatever the next chapter is. So, and yeah, until then, we get to chill for the time being. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I shall see you all next time. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful evening. Bye.